everyone, and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks, July 6, 2021. We got the NBA Finals, Game 1 between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns tonight. Huge game. Looking forward to it. This is what we wait all year for, is these championship moments, the chance to bet on them. So what I have for you tonight is 5 picks in that game. We got 3 player prop bets. We got 1 spread pick in that game, and we have 1 over-under points bet in that game as well. We'll go over those in just a second. The first thing I want to do for you is go over the results of the last 2 episodes. They were not very good. We experienced some really bad luck, particularly the last episode. I'm going to start first with my picks from July 2nd, 2021. You could go back and watch that episode if you like to get reference. I had over 9 runs in the Indians-Astros game. We got a push on that one. Final score was 6-3. So I bet on that. I got a push on that. Nothing really. The only thing I'll say about that is we had 6 runs after like the 3rd inning. So I thought this was going to be a lock. And just didn't quite get there. So number 2, I had the Canadians money line versus Lightning plus 118 coming into game 3. Again, that did not happen. Thought the Canadians would show a spirited effort in Game 3, which they just were not that great. They were coming off a very good Game 2 performance that they lost, but they really outplayed Tampa. Thought they'd carry that energy home. They did not, so what are you going to do? 3, I had over 9 runs in the Orioles-Angels game. This one did come in. This one came in really early in like the 4th inning. This bet was done. That was a no-sweat bet. Felt good about that. Number 4, I had over 8.5 runs in the Athletics-Red Sox game. This really wasn't close. Ended up being quite the pitcher's duel. But, coming into the game, we had 2 pitchers that were kind of struggling. We had, Eduardo Rodriguez had an ERA of around 6. And Montas for the Athletics had an ERA of around 5. Thought they'd give up some runs. They did not. So, what are you going to do? And then number 5, I had the Rangers money line versus Mariners. This was unlucky. When I went to bed, Rangers were up 3-0. I was backing Kyle Gibson, my man on the mound. Cy Young candidate. 6-0 on the year with a 2.0 ERA. The Rangers gave him enough run support. And the bullpen just threw it away. It happens. It is unlucky. We looked at the odds at the point they were up 3-0. It was probably like minus 1,000. So the fact we lost that is just unlucky. It is what it is, though. It's sports. Okay, right into the next episode here, July 3rd. This featured the Hawks-Bucks Game 7. We have a lot of picks from that. I had under 216.5 points in this game, guys. I went 0-5 in this episode. But when I tell you how I went 0-5, you're going to be disgusted. Under 216.5, guys, there were 90 points at halftime. It was 47-43. We were on pace for 180 in the game. Shouldn't have really even been close. Well, they come out in the 3rd quarter, of course, 75 points scored. What are you going to do? Again, it's sports. Sometimes you just never know. Team gets hot from 3. Really, both teams were hot from 3. And sometimes you can't account for that. And still had a shot to hit it even in the 4th, but really it kind of felt like at that point it wasn't going to come in. Had a lot of wiggle room, and we had the game finished around 230 points. So what are you going to do? That one hurt. Kevin Huerter over 4.5 assists. This is plus 110 odds. He had 4 assists after the 3rd quarter. And guess what? He played like 1 minute of the 4th quarter. So he really didn't even get a chance. Really struggled shooting the ball. Cam Reddish was playing well. They stuck with him. Kevin Huerter didn't really see the court in the 4th quarter. Really unfortunate. Again, nothing you could really do about that. I mean, he was in line to get the assists. Most likely, definitely would have gotten it. And just didn't get the playing time he needed. So, Brook Lopez over 15.5 points. He had 8 after the 1st quarter. So, we're halfway there after 1 quarter of play. They just stopped giving him the ball. Finished with 13 points. I don't know. It's like, had great success in the game previous, had 33 points. Started the 1st quarter the same type of way, on pace for the same amount, and then just stopped going to them. Granted, they didn't really need to. They ended up winning big, but still, very frustrating. over 10 runs in the Indians-Astros game. This is the only one I would say it really wasn't close. This game ended 3-2. And then number 5 had Astros minus 1.5 run line versus Indians. Well, guys, Astros were up 3-0. Very early in most of the game, Lance McCullers pitched very well. Thought this would hit, and then of course we get an RBI double in the 7th inning. The game ends 3-2 Astros. And again, the bullpen kind of let us down. So, what are you going to do? It's sports. It definitely didn't go the way I thought it would, but we got a new day today. All right, so without further ado, getting into our picks for tonight, guys. Number 1, I'm going to get right into it. Starting with number 1, we got under 218.5 points in the Suns-Bucks game, minus 110. Stay confident in the under, guys. Just because it didn't hit this last game, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the Suns and Bucks are better defensive teams than the Hawks. Hawks really got held down in that series, most of that series. Bucks are dealing with a little bit of a different animal here. You're talking about better guards, better defensive guards than what the Hawks have to offer. You got Mikal Bridges, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, all solid defensive players, all better than I would say any of the Hawks guards. Outside of maybe Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter is a pretty good defensive player as well. But Trae Young, and Bogdanovich, not really. He's okay. Yeah, definitely under 218.5. I really love this line. Finals is going to be tight, guys. Game 1 especially. There's players that have not been there, that are there for the first time. It's going to be tight. Players are going to be tight. And that's definitely what I would expect to see. So just be prepared for that. Giannis is also still, questionable, still hurt. Whether he plays or not really doesn't matter. He's still going to be hampered by that injury, just like Trae Young was the other night. You saw the way Trae Young played with that injury. So definitely expect that under 218.5 to hit. Number 2, we got the Phoenix Suns. Minus 5.5 spread versus the Bucks, minus 110. Again, goes back. There's going to be so much energy in the Valley, guys. I'm not saying the Suns are going to blow the doors off, but I wouldn't be that surprised. A lot of energy, a lot of motivation. Chris Paul's in the finals. That place is going to be rocking. It's going to be exciting. Giannis again, some of this might depend on if he plays or not, but I don't know if that would be a good thing for the Bucks. You might get a 80% Giannis in this game, and that might be a good thing for the Suns if he actually plays. He's not going to go up against one of the better defensive players in the league in Deandre Ayton, so it will be tough. To go along with that, teams, the Bucks, especially if Giannis is out, have to rely on the 3 with Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. They're going to rely a lot on out perimeter shooting. Teams shoot 34.9% from 3 against the Suns. 27% in the last 3 games the Clippers shot against the Suns. So it isn't going to be easy. This isn't going to be like playing the Hawks. And that's, again, why I love the under. It's another reason why I love the under as well. But the Suns are going to be tough. The Bucks also have great defenders, but without Giannis, I think Deandre Ayton could go off for a big game here. Could have a big game inside, and the guards of the Suns will do enough. I don't think they'll go off against the Bucks, but they'll do enough. So, number 3, I got PJ Tucker over 4.5 points, minus 128 odds. Really like this, guys. He's hit this mark in the last 3. Without Giannis. He's gotten more shots since Giannis has gone out. Including last game, he had 10 shots last game. Not that was necessarily a good thing for the Bucks. He shot 2 out of 10. He did get 10 shots. 10, 5, and 7 in shots his last 3. And his points were 5, 5, 8, I believe. So he has hit this mark the last 3. I really like the fact this bet could very well be over in 1 quarter. That's kind of one of the nice things about a bet like this. You can hit this with relative ease in a series of 2 possessions. So, gotta like it. I really expect that to hit for sure, even though he's not a great offensive player. Okay, number 4, We got Devin Booker under 28.5 points. Minus 112 odds. So Booker has missed this mark in 4 of the last 5 games. Especially since he's gotten hurt. And since he took that shot to the nose. Hasn't, he's been close a couple times, but really has not shot the ball well lately at all. He's been really struggling from the field. To go along with that, whether you put any of those Bucks guards on him, it's going to be tough for him to go off. It's not that I don't think Booker won't score, but you talk about Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and PJ Tucker. All of them play pretty good defense. If you look them up, all are pretty highly ranked defensive players, along with Giannis if he's in there as well. But the Bucks guards also do play great defense. He'll probably be matched up against Middleton, if I had to guess. You never really know how they're going to match up, but Middleton would be the likely pick to play against him. Middleton is kind of lanky, tall. It's not going to be easy. He'll score, but it won't be easy. He won't get 30. All right, number 5, we got Deandre Ayton. Over 11.5 rebounds, minus 105 odds. So Ayton has hit this mark at 2 of the last 3. Those marks were 22 rebounds and 17 rebounds. Ayton, guys, has really come alive in the playoffs. He's playing very well, very confidently. It's exciting to see. Great young player living up to his potential. A great big. Especially if Giannis doesn't play, which even if he does play, I still think he'll get it. Because Giannis, again, will be limited. And he won't be able to run, but they'll still go to him, and he'll still have trouble scoring, I think, and Ayton will be there to clean up the rebounds. Definitely expect him to hit this mark in rebounds, regardless of whether he's up against Brook Lopez or Giannis. Like I said, Brook Lopez, a very, very good player, Brook Lopez as well. But I think Ayton, the defensive player that he is, gets it done in the post and gets rebounds. He's going to get those rebounds. Definitely expect that to hit. Okay, guys, those are my picks for today. We're going to kill it in these picks in Game 1. I expect no less than 5-0. We're going to kill it. I really expect we're going to have a good night. I wish you guys all the best of luck. If you enjoyed the content today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Very thankful for all you guys, the feedback I got. Last episode, it was a great episode as far as what you, the viewers, brought to the channel. So I really appreciated that. I appreciate all the support that you guys give, the new subscribers that we had. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. It's great to have you on board. There's going to be more to come with this channel. We're going to be growing it. We're going to be getting bigger. We're going to be creating, hopefully, a Discord. But we're still in the beginning stages. Still learning how to do all this. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I enjoy doing it. I hope I can keep doing it. I love interacting. Love interacting with you that comment as well. So if you have a favorite pick tonight, also drop that in the comments. I'd love to see what your guys' thoughts are, picks are for the night as well. But yeah, other than that, y'all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace.